Allah, Allah, illallah, la ilaha illallah. Allah, Allah, illallah, la ilaha illallah. Allah, Allah, illallah, la ilaha illallah. Allah, Allah, illallah, la ilaha.
Express yourself.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Queen Sheba Cisse. I'm here to do an interview with Ibn Khayar Kane in Mbour, Senegal, for Queen Sheba Village organization, 501c non-profit in America, exclusively for Senegal.
Yeah. Okay. What is Queen Sheba Village? Please explain us what is Queen Sheba Village.
Yes, Queen Sheba Village is a non-profit, not-for-profit 501c tax-exempt status organization developed for women and children impoverished needs in Senegal. And we are aiming to improve the conditions of women, not only that, to educate the women and to educate them to educate themselves, and in turn they educate others in aid and knowledge of that education for their families, their children particularly.
Yeah, that's good. So, may we have a flashback to the Queen Sheba Village story?
The flashback of the Queen Sheba Village story?
Yeah.
Meaning, how did we get started?
Yeah.
Queen Sheba Village has always been a humanitarian effort in my own life, because I was raised in Mobile, Alabama, USA, and I've always been around the women there, particularly the elder women, learning much from the women there in Alabama, which I'm a native of, and in doing so, I've always was fond of the children's needs and the women's needs. And as I grew up, I always wanted to do public service in whatever arena that I would be doing it in.
Yeah.
So in America, I started this before I even come to the continent of Africa.
Yeah, that's good. So, could you tell us where the name of Queen Sheba from?
Queen Sheba is my birth name from my father and my great aunt, who got together to name me Queen Sheba.
Sheba. So, why have you chosen the country of Senegal for the activities of Queen Sheba Village?
Queen Sheba Village was chosen because it was very personal for me to not only go back to my roots, but my great-great-grandmom on my mother's side is of the ancestor of Senegal. So it was very emotional and personal for me to pick this particular place.
Okay. So, within brackets, could you summarize the story between you and the king?
Yes, the King Hassan Sisi. That is exactly as I call him, the king, because he is exactly that, a king to many of us, and definitely personally a king to me. We met in 2001. I have heard of Tariqa, and in 2003 he personally come to America, Washington D.C., and invited me to come to Senegal.
Yeah.
And in that meeting later, he told me many things about myself in basically in one sentence. So I took this meeting up with him later in private, and thus it sent me on my journey to come to Senegal.
Yeah, so, very happy. Tell us about your projects for Africa. I mean, your vision for Africa.
My vision for Africa is a huge vision of a hope, big hope, much improvement in the way of women and children and families. Period. It is a vision of the mind, getting our people to think differently about their fate, because it is imperative that you are as you think it, and it is the way for me as I go about my life and work, as I think I am. And my vision for Queen Sheba Village in Senegal is definitely to improve and change the way, the perception of how we think of ourselves as an African people, as a black people, for the hope of humanity.
And your business plan?
My business plan is very, very, very broad, but I can sum it up narrowly. And the time that we have, that we have many components of Queen Sheba Village. One is a microcredit loan for women and children, for women particularly, so they can start businesses of their own, which we've already started in America. Queen Sheba Village Boutique, and that started as a fundraise for fashion. Yes.
Yeah, that's good. So, Shiva, mashallah. Yeah, you said a while ago. Could you explain us about so?
Oh, the difference between the inshallah and the mashallah of Queen Sheba Village. We started much with Queen Sheba Village because of the fact that I come to my people, to my many children here, and in that, by me coming, I share a vision. But the grace and mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, others see my vision. They always wanted to do humanitarian work. They come to Queen Sheba Village, that was established in America, and they asked me, Mom, I share the same vision. So that same vision is, mashallah, already in focus and manifestation. So what has happened since then is we've had many meetings of togetherness and to reroute our and of how we may go about doing the different programs and projects we have here. So we are already in focus and started Queen Sheba Village. And the inshallah is in the future of more to come, today, tomorrow. It's inshallah. But the mashallah is we are already in manifestation.
Okay, that's good. And a message for your task force? A message for your task force and for your staff?
The message for my staff is to keep the faith of their purpose here on earth, as Allah has ordained for you, and to think with an open mind of what you can do, looking inside of you instead of outside of the country, looking to America, looking to Europe, looking in other ways outside of yourself. Everything that you need for Queen Sheba Village and for yourself personally is here, not only in the continent, but it resides here.
Yeah, so now we know that Queen Sheba Village is being an institute. You know, for example, the example of a Queen Sheba leadership network. So what can you tell us about so?
The Queen Sheba network of leaders is nothing but leaders. Like attract like. If you compliment me and say, I'm a leader, that means obviously you're a leader yourself, especially if you're trying and wanting, have the effort to make an effort to come to us and say, Mom, as I'm always called everywhere, that I want to come. It means you are a leader. You have leadership qualities. As you think it, so are you.
Yeah, that's good. So, the Senegalese way of life, how is it?
The Senegalese way of life is like the Alabama way of life. It's like the Louisiana way of life. I have roots in Louisiana from my great-great-grandma, who was unfortunately a slave, coming from Senegal. Alabama is a manifestation of me. I was born there. The hospitality, the people, the kind, the loveness, the food, it's all like a patchwork, it's like a way of being. So this is a like-minded, a physical manifestation of a spiritual like-minded manifestation. So the Senegalese people and myself are one and the same. I can say that if my great-great-grandmama ancestral is from Senegal, that obviously means that we're all the same.
Yeah, for sure. Since you're a Senegalese, what advice will you give for them?
The advice Senegalese is to look into your life. Pay attention to your life. Pay attention to how you think. Pay attention to your faith in God, and improve and expound on that, because that is the way for you grow yourself, to grow your own soul's growth. What are we doing while we're here on earth taking up space?
Yeah.
You know, and we all can give back to humanity, and it starts with us and our own people.
Yeah, for sure.
Do not look outside yourself. Do not look outside of Senegal. Do not look outside your village. It starts with you right here in your own self, your own village, in your own country, in the continent of Africa.
Yeah, in our own country. So, your last word?
Our last words is I'm very privileged and honored to be a part of Queen Sheba Village. Very privileged and honored to be a student of King Hassan Sisi and his wife in the later years of his life. So may Allah be pleased with him, and as we say, as we love him, let us do as he was doing. He was doing the work of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala by his wonderful, beloved grandfather, Cheikh. May Allah be pleased with them both.
Allah, Allah, illallah, la ilaha illallah. Allah, Allah, illallah, la ilaha illallah. Allah, Allah, illallah, la ilaha illallah. Allah.